Welcome back, tennis obsessors, to another video where today we're going to be seeing if it's worth spending the big bucks on top end rackets, or can you play equally or maybe even better tennis with a cheaper frame. Now, the racket in question is the new Kuikma Control Pro, designed by Monfils, set out to give you ultimate control without losing too much spin due to its 16x19 string pattern. Priced at around £90, it'll answer the age-old question, does more expensive equal better quality?
The first set of clips with this racket was my first time using it. I came back another day with added weight to get a proper reading because I just felt like I wasn't doing it justice on the first day. I also should add it was strung with Links Tour at £49. Starting off with power, the racket didn't have a lot because it's all about control, and the swing rate being only 285 didn't help that. So I did struggle to get a lot of power, but once I added 4 grams in the hoop, it did increase it because of the added plow through. Still not loads, but brought it up to a solid amount where it was still possible to hit scorching shots. Now on to spin. When using it the first time, I found there was basically no spin at all. I couldn't tell if it was just me adjusting to the racket or it was the racket having no spin. I was surprised with the low swing rate that I wasn't able to generate anything, and with it being a 16x19 string pattern. But when I came back the second time with added weight, surprisingly the racket spin didn't seem to be an issue. Not loads of it, but once again a solid amount to which you are able to hit both flat and with topspin. I believe it's more suited for flatter hitters, but it can do both. Now on to what the racket is all about. Control. With the stiffness being at a rating of 65, it has amples and amples of control and stability. Surprising considering the low swing rate, but it was made even better with the added weight in the hoop. Giving it that extra bit of stability, the racket's control became even better. And with it being a 98 square inch head, it tops it up that bit more. Weirdly enough, it says 97.6 square inch head on the frame. I don't know why it does this, but hey ho. This racket is a continuation of the R-Tenga TR960, but I don't know why they changed the name to Kuikma, but it says Control V2, so I believe it's the new version. I think everyone else does as well. With my forehands, it gave me a really raw feeling when hitting with it. Not just forehands, but every stroke in general. You can feel that there is no technology in the frame whatsoever, no paradigm bending or anything like that. When I was hitting well though, I did quite enjoy it. No easy spin or power, but still possible to get it, but I was punished when I didn't hit the ball right. It gave a consistent ball off of the string, so I knew when it went wrong, it was me. The backhands were nice because of the stability of the racket, but only with the added weight, I must add. But made it very difficult to hit topspin with the one-hander, as the sweet spot for that is quite small. I don't feel like it's worth saying much about the volleys, as we know the control is amazing with this racket, so the volleys are going to be good as well. And they were. Able to block the shot easily without it buckling in the hand with the weight added, and easy to redirect them as well. All in all, amazing. Before I move on to serves, there are a couple points I would like to make, and also say who I think the racket will suit. The stiffness of the racket I could really feel, but that's because my joints are sensitive at the moment, but when my hitting partner had to go with it, he found no issues at all. So if you have sensitive joints but want to try the racket out, then maybe put a softer setup with a bit more snapback and that should sort it out. Looking back on it, I don't think the Links Tour was the best string for it, but it is solid all round, so when deciding what string to test it with, I think that was the best with the knowledge I had about the racket at the time. I believe older school players will most likely enjoy it, or people who just genuinely like to feel connected to the racket, as you just don't get this sort of feel with current models. It was very pro stock-esque. Finally, on to serves. I found serving with this racket quite difficult. A solid amount of power, but very inconsistent because of the small sweet spot. And I did have to hit it quite hard to get any sort of pop on my serve. Surprisingly, the kick serve worked very well, even though I did feel that spin was occasionally an issue with the racket. But it was quite easy to just pick the spots on the serve. To answer the point of the video, is it worth spending more money on a more expensive racket? I will say this didn't feel like a £90 racket at all. For this sort of price, you wouldn't get any better, I don't think. You may be able to pick up a cheap second-hand one off like eBay or something, but the likelihood of it being in good condition is quite slim. I'd say this is worth a try if you think the racket offers what you want, because for this price, it is a steal.
As always, thank you so much for watching the video. I do hope this has helped you out. Please let me know in the comments down below if it has. And also while you're down there, let me know any other tennis related content you'd like to see in the future, and I will do my best to get onto that. And while you're here, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. It does help the channel out a lot. And I will see you in the next one.